y'all?
You ready? I'm ready. We
Yes,
ready.
we
Okay.
ready.
All right. Kick this shit off.
Let's get it. Yeah, what's good, y'all? Listen, episode 101 in the building. You already know. Deadass though podcast.
What's good?
We got Jay in the building, Nisa in the building, Kel's in the building. What's good, y'all? What's going on?
Man. Just another one of them horrible ass weeks, nigga.
Yeah, what's going on? Let's have a conversation real quick. What's going on?
I will say that a lot of bad things has happened in my life, but the way that I felt this morning after this hangover is horrible. I feel like I'm getting old as fuck.
You know,
I can't even be the same person right now. I'm in a cardigan and it looks like I have a blanket on.
Yeah, you look
but it's
pretty
a
cold.
cardigan. I'm freezing,
You got
but
it
I'm
on
hot at the same time.
the opposite way.
The opposite
She got
way.
the coronavirus.
You feel me? Like
she got
I just
the
got it
Snuggie.
on like it is. I made my own Snuggie.
She got the Carter Snuggie in the
You
building.
feel me? So I just feel like I'm just getting older than I thought I would be.
Jay said you might have the corona.
I don't have that. That's a lie.
She
Corona,
said she's
corona,
hot.
corona, corona. Yo,
Like what? No, I don't feel like I'm sick. I feel like, well, my body's sick. My body's sick and tired of my shit. That's what it is. But I'm just saying, I was told that after 23, you start feeling all the alcohol the next morning. Yo, I woke up this morning and I thought I have Mondays off. I thought it was Monday, so I was about to chill. And then I look and I'm like, it's fucking Thursday.
You thought it was Monday today?
I thought it was Monday today, and it's Thursday. But I had a dream that I had off of work.
Wow.
So I think I had a dream, and my body was like, please. And then I realized that I need to get the fuck up and hurry up and get to work.
Good Lord. So
Yes.
you're really going through it.
Yes. But I think if I stay in the house today, I'll be okay.
Just
I'll be
relax.
Yeah, I'm
You've
going to
been
just chill.
hungover for 15 hours. Gonna be all right. All right.
Has it been 15 hours?
I just threw that number off the top
I know.
of my
I
head.
was
don't
like,
know.
damn, I don't even think it's
Yeah,
been
that
15
nigga
hours.
accurate as fuck.
No, if
I was about to say.
actually, you know what? That does make sense. But when does your hangover start? When you wake up?
Nah. Just because you're not awake don't mean that you're not hungover. Because when you wake
Hard
up, you
thinking.
feeling they don't just automatically start up. You know what I mean? That's not how
But that's the only
biology
time
works.
people
Kind
recall
of
a
like your
hangover.
your head hurts when you wake up, and I think that's the initial feeling of a hangover.
That bitch was hurting before you woke up. You woke up because it was hurting.
But no, I don't know.
You think
But,
just because you automatically wake up that your head just randomly starts hurting?
yes,
Nah.
No, we should.
I
ask the
think when
people.
your body is awake, then you start feeling all the consequences from the night before.
But you feel it, but
You
they're
feel
happening
it.
already.
Yes, but that's why they say when you sleep, you're healing. I don't know who
Apparently
says that,
not
but
in yours.
that-
Like, you
yeah,
didn't
when
heal
I was
too well.
sleeping-
got
like-
worse since you woke up.
I'm just
got
saying,
hungover.
like, when you're sleeping, you don't feel all the shit that you feel when you're awake because you're healing at night. Or in the day if you want to nap.
Oh no,
But no, that's true because
we
like
need
You know
people
you
with
get-
PhDs.
you're working out, like sleep definitely helps, rest your
Mm-hmm.
body, rebuild all the situations going on.
When you're
So, yeah,
sick, what do they say
1000%.
you need when you're sick?
So rest?
Plenty of rest.
Yeah, absolutely. But it doesn't mean it just automatically starts off when you wake up is what I'm saying.
Nah,
But-
I mean, maybe not. I'm not a doctor either, but
Let's,
it could be a thing.
Let's
All right.
move forward because we were supposed to start off with something else.
I know, I'm sorry. I was thinking
good.
about myself.
That's fine. We all
Yeah.
think about each other.
But I was trying to avoid talking about, I don't like talking about bad things. And I know
But it
that
just so
it's
happens.
inevitable because every week there has been a death.
Every week.
Honestly, it has. In the
It
last
has,
3
yeah.
weeks, there's been a death,
I'll put my money on it. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
easily.
which is crazy, which is really sad. Have you heard all of the different stories and the conspiracies? Look at my arm.
I'm not listening to a damn thing until
Yeah,
the
word.
real.
This is
Like
the
people
first
sending.
one. I'm not.
Well, first off, before we say anything, rest in peace, condolences,
Smoke.
Pop Smoke,
Word.
family, friends, everybody affected by it, because that.
Young
It's
Brooklyn
easy to say
legend.
from like our point of view that it like ruined our days. Just imagine everybody that was close to
Close,
him.
of course. Like
all
every
that,
other
but-
situation we've talked
Word,
about.
word.
That shit really blew my.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, yo, bro, I did not expect that news on a Tuesday morning. Was it Tuesday?
Wednesday morning.
Wednesday?
I think
It was yesterday.
That's
At 4
crazy.
a.m., yeah.
Like how? How?
I mean, we know how,
Couldn't even-
but I'm just stuck on the fact that it's a robbery, but nothing was stolen.
Like, see, that's
Yeah,
why
life
now.
was stolen.
Like I'm not going into any or believing anything that people are saying until the real facts come out, bro. Like
Exactly.
I'm so like scarred now. Once something like this always happens, like you said, conspiracy theories. People put out a quote unquote surveillance video literally the hour it happened, saying like, "Oh, this is what happened." I don't
Well, of
believe
course,
all that.
and
bro.
also
Like,
the facts came
I
from
heard that was
TMZ.
old. I heard that video was mad.
That's what I'm saying. People always try to
Right.
front and act like they got the scoop, but they don't, and it pisses me off. So that's why, like, even to this point, like, I'm not believing anything until the official story come out. Know what I mean?
I was talking to my brother about it. He said them niggas was in the house when they had like some house party and they was just posted up, just scoping the whole thing out.
I wouldn't be
That kind of
surprised.
side of the story. I was like, damn, nigga.
I would not be surprised.
In masks, so but it, you know, like normal Jack Boy shit where everybody's got like the block lava and it's all like, you know, neon colored. Probably thought it was just normal niggas that kick it with a group, maybe. I don't know, just part of conspiracy. That shit's weird.
It just blows mine because I really hope, like, and it may sound crazy me saying this, but it's just like closure in my mind. I hope that it was like someone lined him up beforehand and got him, as opposed to him on IG accidentally posting his address and them pulling
That's
up
some
on
hot
him. You know
boy
what I mean?
shit. Yeah.
I really hope that's not the case, because that'll be such a fucked up way to go, dog.
Yeah.
Just because you made a mistake by posting your fucking address on there and the
Well, it
wolves
could
was out.
both tie into both. Somebody could have been looking for him, and then they got his address and got boom. That's it.
But that's what I'm
Nigga
saying.
moved from Brooklyn.
Say he didn't put the address out there. Maybe he could have been Gucci. What I'm saying is, I hope that wasn't the factor
real-
that led to
Mm-hmm.
him, you know.
But it's even crazier having the niggas in the city call him, you know, call the cops. Matter of
I
fact.
think
And I was
that-
like, what?
Okay,
The whole shit is fishy.
but look at it
It's
this
not
way.
weird.
There has been, and I'm speaking from a personal experience, that is possible. If somebody's on the phone chopping it up with you, and then someone else kicks the door in, or you know what I mean, some shit pop off. You didn't know that shit was gonna pop off. You on the phone, so you could have just threw your phone, or anything happened, and then the person on the other end heard the commotion and was like, "Oh shit, I gotta call the cops because these niggas,
That's a good
something's
point,
going
but
on." You
that's
feel
only
me? We
if he
don't
was on
know.
the
It's
phone.
all this speculation. Assuming he was already on the phone, because realistically speaking, you're not gonna call your niggas from out there when the shit's happening. But you never know though. Also too, because there was a lot of young gang shit going on or whatever. I'm sure with the niggas that were there. So maybe they did call and say, "Yo,
Right.
we know who this is. These people are making moves on us. Cool." And then maybe, but we don't know. It's all speculation. None of us were there. None of us like really know the true story. Even if the story does get released, it's never 1,000% the truth until the people who are in the house come out their mouths and all their stories match up.
Yeah. But that does make
So,
sense. Maybe they were
I
on
don't know.
FaceTime or something when it
Yeah.
happened. And then whoever's on the other side, like, yo, boom, boom,
Yeah.
and then make that call. Yeah,
These
that's a
like,
fact.
Boom. You know what I mean? Like, you never know. There's so many factors. So, like, pointing the finger is crazy. Like, they're pointing the finger at his homeboy who posted pictures with the numbers on the house in the back. It literally...
That was his brother. I think it's like literally his brother.
Probably, but they don't do that shit on
that'd be
purpose. And also, they're trying to blame him. And it's like, watch what you post about whatever. Nigga, I don't think the house number was going to get people. You don't know no street name. Like, you know what I
Yeah,
mean? They don't know.
absolutely.
So, I don't know. Everyone's jumping to conclusion, doing shit, and jumping into business that's not theirs. And it's kind of aggravating. And honestly, you guys know I have my shit out for TMZ. I'm not fucking with them.
Mm-hmm.
So this is another story that they broke, and a million different stories are coming around it because these niggas don't know how to wait and get the full story before they release anything. They just want to hop on
They just wanna
what's
be first.
there. They just want to be first. And sometimes it's not good to be first, because when you're first, you make yourself look like a jackass when you don't sit down and digest the whole situation before you release it.
It just blows my, because I know even though the specifics may be incorrect or whatever the case is, TMZ's track record with calling motherfuckers
them.
is, know what I mean, it's
Yeah.
on point. So whenever like you see that tweet go out, my heart just drops, bro. I don't even remember what it was. I think it was IG. Maybe somebody screenshotted the TMZ thing, and I was like, nah, not again.
Bruh,
Word,
TMZ
word,
got
We're not
a
experiencing
nigga on
another
every
loss.
fucking corner.
But that's the thing.
Something,
You
like,
only time you see TMZ is when something's fucked up.
I mean, it's
that's the only
LA.
time I
It's
see.
right there in the
They
Hidden
gossip.
Hills.
They're
So,
like
of
a
course.
bad
Yeah, that's
gossip
the only
column.
time I see
Gossip
him.
column.
Anytime y'all send anything and see TMZ, I don't even look at it. I'm like, nigga, I'm not about to read this shit.
And it blew my, because I was invested in Pop. Like since he started
course.
popping off, like even a little before Welcome to the Party really just popped off, like his freestyles and all that. I was like, yo, this kid is different. Not knowing, keep in mind, I didn't even know he was 20 until like a couple months ago.
I didn't know he
When
was 20
older.
till
watched
yesterday. I was like, God damn.
20.
He's grown. He seemed grown as
Yeah.
fuck. Like,
Yeah.
He just got that grown nigga voice.
Yeah.
And that demeanor. And
I got a grown nigga voice.
raspy as fuck.
Shit.
I think I found that out there, like complex sneakers.
Remember I was like, somebody said I had a sexy Pop Smoke voice?
Ew.
Shit is horrible. Like,
It's one of these niggas right here in your life.
nah.
Which one of y'all said that?
Like,
Or is the
that
one?
shit isn't, I mean, you know, R.I.P.
Shine a light
But
on.
we have raspy voices.
That's a
And
fact.
yeah, somebody told me that, and I felt very, I didn't know how to take it. Because
Yeah.
I like his music, so I was like, damn, if I sound like Pop Smoke, that means I can hear.
Yeah, just go ahead. Get in the booth. Like, woo, woo.
All that shit. I might be able to rap if I have a gangster voice.
We got to drip
But
you with
I don't know. I don't.
Word.
Honestly, I really can't rap. I wish I could.
That's all right. You can
I
have
feel
a
like I have the
ghostwriter.
voice for it.
We had this conversation already.
Yeah.
We gonna find like a ghostwriter, and then
ghostwriter?
we gonna set. We gonna
You gotta
Shit,
give me
I'll
my
write for you.
sound too.
All right for you.
I got boy.
see that.
I'm not
but,
trusting you to rap.
but to go back to
okay.
Pop, that's the
I
thing
need
that
that real
really.
shit.
That's the thing that really smoked mine the most because Pop was really about to be out of here.
Word.
Like once he got. Fuck,
Well, this
you know,
last
welcome to the
album was
party.
lit. Like,
Yeah,
what?
fuck that going off. Fuck Dior going off. Once you got like the Travis Scott co-sign and you own
Yeah.
the project, you out of here, bro. Like he
That
was
boy's
gonna
a
be
Jack
out
Boy
of here.
official.
And he was very like integral in, you know, implementing that UK grime, you know, drill with the New York twist, especially the way it is
People
now.
love that shit.
That shit is hard, bro. It was a new feel. He brought a different type of energy to the city, and then gone,
Boom.
just like that.
I mean, we already touched on this, man. Life
I mean,
can get
there's a lot
snubbed out so fast.
A lot of young
Like, shit
artists
is
are
crazy.
passing.
This whole generation going fast. Our shit just dropping like dominoes for no reason.
And it's funny because people were going at Jim Jones so crazy because I think probably like 2-3 months ago, before the new year, probably actually, he had an interview with Rap Radar. He was like, "Yo, being a rapper is like the most dangerous job you can have." And you know, people are like, "Yo, what you mean by that?" And then he's like, "You already know. You always have a target on your back. You always have to play on defense. You never know what can happen. Like you could just be a rapper, just rapping, not even have no beef, and it's over for you." And
Just
if fast,
because people out for your
Jealousy
money.
is
and
a
if fast
thing.
forward to now, you know what I mean? Pop going, how many rappers have we had? Nip going, all these different artists. And it's even more sad with Pop because he was just on the verge about to take his whole family out. Like on Twitter, they said that he escaped Canarsie to die in Hollywood Hills. That shit is crazy.
That's the worst because it's like, bitch,
That
How?
shit is so. That's the blow.
when you get to that point where you can turn your whole life around and change everyone that you love's life
You're
as well, and then you just.
Something is routine. I think
But you know what? He left.
What kind of security is that?
He
though?
left, but he was left able to, you know, provide for his family. I mean, maybe not for. Hopefully, he'll get residual like from the work that he has put out. Let's hope that all of that goes well. Just like we were saying for who was it? Extension. XX.
who?
Is it Extension?
Oh my god.
Oh dear.
All right, we'll keep it
We'll
at that
bleep
for you.
that. We'll bleep that one
Even
out.
even for
Leave it out
Mac,
for me.
even for those like.
Okay, I didn't say. I could have
Juice
said that.
WRLD,
Yes, let's go there. I'm gonna take a that. Y'all know I fuck up on his name every time, and it's not a disrespectful thing.
Tentation.
I didn't listen to him enough to
Yeah.
like know his name like that well.
Show
I mean,
some respect.
I am. I did show respect.
Just say Josiah Humphrey.
Okay,
Yeah.
so Triple X, right?
There
That's
we
what
go.
you're gonna- Okay, sorry. I apologize. I do. I'm not an evil person. But okay, yes. Like how we were saying, we were hoping like Mac's memory lives on and his family is able to survive off of the art that he has made. Let's hope the same thing with Pop. And then, you know, at the end of the day, of course his life was taken way too soon and it was on some evil shit. But he was able to bring his family out of the hood still. They still got the house. Hopefully they did
But
the
that
smart thing
wasn't
and
their
paid it
crib.
off. It's not paid off.
No, they said that was an Airbnb. That wasn't even their crib.
Oh, so
That's
the
why I
niggas was
said
definitely
security
dropping.
is also-
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So
See?
he was just getting started. So who knows, you know, what was and what wasn't set. That's what I'm saying. Like that's what makes it so sad, dog.
We're gonna find out though.
Well, let's hope that he has some savings
Shit.
that
Right.
they're able to bury him
I mean, I think
the way he
did a-
needs to be, or however they want to proceed about it, and he's able to have given his family something to help them along the way. That's the important part.
Yeah, man.
Is
That
that
shit had me frustrated, man.
that was probably his goal the whole way
It is
around.
fucking
you know?
frustrating.
Like how many times is this gonna happen, dog? And you think about it,
It's never gonna
you coulda-
stop.
number one, it's never gonna stop, and
It's
number
never
two,
gonna stop.
if you're a fan of like country rock, this doesn't happen. Rap is the only genre.
time when they
You know what I mean?
come after your head, man. That shit is so stupid.
Why? Like it's like
I mean,
hip
it's a
hop.
I mean, not to
lifestyle. What
wish
do you
death
mean?
on nobody,
It's-
though.
You're
not to wish death, but
not to wish death on anybody, and not to say like, oh, you live what you rap, but like when people do live what the fuck they rapping about, and they really are from the hood, and they really do that shit, real shit happens. That fame shit don't save you from nothing. So it should, but it doesn't.
That shit is trash.
I
Man.
mean-
because at the end of the day, I know rap was born out of the trenches, out of
Exactly.
angst. And it got a whole bunch of people out the hood, and it helps a lot of us cope with a lot of
It's
stuff.
hood
So people
fucking
gotta
poetry.
realize that niggas doing that shit for you, bro. That jealousy ain't gonna take you nowhere, bro. That jealousy ain't gonna take you nowhere.
You can't take
you see
that out
that shit, bro?
nobody's
The-
heart though. Like they have to want to do that for themselves.
nigga, they rapping for you, nigga.
Bro.
Explaining your story, nigga.
Like, I
and then
understand-
you, out of malice, just come and take this nigga's life when he rapping about your story that nobody knows
Bro,
about.
I understand like
That shit.
beef and all that, but when you get to a certain point where there's money and you're able to feed your family and get your family out, like there should be a invisible line that you know not to fucking cross. That's
Nah,
why I'm
don't
glad,
even say invisible line. There should be a fine line for that shit.
That's why I'm glad like Jada, all these like OGs are still with us that survived from like the 90s and all that, just to show people exactly how it is. Because, you know, everybody reckless when they're growing up. Everybody. Especially in that environment. But when you grow up, priorities.
Yes, but these we don't know who they are. We don't know all the facts. So let's just assume that they're young, if they are, and they're into that lifestyle. They're not thinking about that shit. You know, the baby, I was watching the interview. I didn't watch the interview about what happened in Walmart when he killed the dude. And I watched the Breakfast Club interview back. And he literally was like, nah, we were in Walmart, like dead in Walmart. I was with my daughter, my son, my baby mother, and we're shopping in the baby section. And these dudes kept circling around. Like he explained it in depth, blah, blah. More of the stories, they ran up on him. And they were like, nah, I'm going to take your shit right now. So then he told his kids to go the other way and handled that shit how it was in Walmart inside. Like people, young people who basically have nothing, not even young people, niggas who live that street life that have nothing to fall back on because they don't work that out for themselves and they want to blame everyone else, or they want to take because they feel like they don't know how to earn. They're going to do that shit whenever, however, whatever. They have no respect and no morals. So that fine line shit ain't going to work on. It's not going to work. It should be, but it's not.
That shit
That's
never
it.
gonna work out.
You can't literally tell somebody how, like, you can't teach somebody how to grow up if you're not there.
There's a certain code that you grow up
So,
and live by, dog.
Exactly, and they don't live by that because they weren't taught that. They were probably raised by some grimy ass niggas or whoever told them to do whatever they're doing, because I'm sure they didn't just run up on their own.
Well, those type of dudes, they breath stink, so I don't really associate myself with
They got
someone
fucking
that-
gingivitis and shit.
So y'all have any like closing like thoughts about pop before we like transition?
I mean, honestly, I think that when you reach that like beginning stardom to where you're kind of blowing up, and you know you might have an idea that niggas is jealous and coming after you, armed security
Absolutely.
outside the building of where you're at so that nobody can break in, inside and outside. I highly suggest people to have armed security. I do not think that's pussy. You got money. That's why people have shooters. You got to have someone in the back, in the front, and with you on the side of you. Just in case something like that come up, they just gonna pop, pop, pop instead of thinking about it. You're not gonna argue. You're not gonna be scared. You got to get somebody who's gonna want to be reactive.
Absolutely.
So
Who was it?
that would
Gilly?
be my closing
Word.
marks on it.
I think Gilly was the one. He said, "Listen, this has nothing to do with Pop's situation, but it's like when you get to that point and you're a person of stature, whatever. I know you say you got shooters, whatever the case is. Guess what? They're gonna be turning up the same way you turning up. Nobody gonna be on point. Make sure, like you said, get some security or some some
Somebody
sort, you know
who's
what I mean?
used to,
somebody
like-
that's on point.
Exactly, who knows exactly what to do in a situation like that, because you never know. You don't know what, I mean, you could live around that street shit and the shit don't happen to you. And you could not live around that street shit and the shit happens to you, and then later on you know how to handle the situation because it's happened to you. Not every street nigga gets robbed.
That's a fact.
So not every street nigga gets shot. Like, you know, that shit don't always happen. So people don't always know how to react in the time being. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, like I said, I think that armed security in all ways is something that people who come up with money or are coming into money should set aside.
Start investing in.
Invest
That's a
in,
big
set
thing,
aside
yeah.
like a savings for however they need to do it. I don't know how the process goes, but they need them niggas round. Basically, you need somebody who's reactive.
Exactly.
Period. Because clearly nobody was reactive enough.
Damn, yeah, but we'll just cap that off for that, man. We'll rest in peace to that man.
Yeah, I'm not going to continue the live throughout our whole show because I want you guys to actually tune in to the new episode. So we are chopping it up about a few things, but that was our session on Pop Smoke.
Yeah, much love.
So,
but let's talk about this new music that dropped. Yeah, this man, The Weeknd, about to be different. He went from saying bitches need me. He's like, now he need them. Have you heard After Hours?
I didn't. I didn't listen to it at all.
God.
Look, I kept seeing people post it, but you know how I am when I see too many people. Every time I see too many people post an album, whatever, I'll wait to listen to it because I wait for the hype to kind of die down before I sit here and want to jump into it. Because then everybody has an opinion, and if I don't feel right against their opinion, I get that troll feeling in me. I want to argue. That's true. You know what I mean? So I like to let it kind of, not all the time, but when I really feel like I have to sit down and listen to it, I will wait. I'll wait on it. But
I think it's going to be an anticipated album.
I value all of your opinions when it comes to music. So if you say it's worth a listen now, don't sleep.
All right. So I'm not going to be that guy who's like on the Weeknd bandwagon like everyone else was, because when he first came out, he was an acquired ear. So hearing everybody always listening to him, I was just like, sexy. Yeah, but it took me a minute. It really took me a minute. I'm not gonna hold you. I wasn't like House of Balloons and everything. I was just like, I had to sit down and actually, I never sat down and.
I think it was a woman thing at first.
That's the connotation about it. Yeah,
like sexy music and shit like that, and you want to be. He made music for women to want to wear lingerie. Like
exactly
some creep,
and I wasn't at that stage in my lifetime where I was knowledgeable on all those kind of aspects. It was just kind of like
shit. We the same age. I wasn't either, but I was grown as fuck.
Yeah,
remember Pretty Ricky? I was listening to Pretty Ricky, and I
never understand
it. Now I do.
Yeah, of course. Anytime we listen to it now, I'm just like, shit.
It ain't nothing but a number. Right.
Hell yeah, and
same thing with Aaliyah.
But
and we ain't know.
That's so crazy now when you actually get the chance to listen to old artists and everything.
When you're old enough
to actually understand the context. I'm like, damn, yo. I was bumping this just thinking everything just sounded cool, but now there's actual things going on, like some real Nas storytelling type shit. I'm like,
Rock the Boat? Rock the boat.
I didn't know what the fuck that was.
You feel me? Like, what is it? Turn it in a bit. I don't know.
Yeah, y'all don't chop us up, man. Rest in peace, Aaliyah. But you listened to A Boogie's joint?
Yes, I did. I sent it to y'all in the group chat. I love it. I don't think it's amazing, but I do like it. I exaggerated with the love it, but I do like it. Yeah. I fuck with it.
Wasn't it more so catered to a Love You vibe from because I was weirded out. I was like, damn, listen to the first one. I was like,
you know what though? They say when niggas are in relationships and they're happy, he's on his second baby now with Ella. So yeah, she's pregnant as fuck. She now is posting that she's pregnant and stuff. She's probably I don't know. I didn't keep track of the pregnancy, but she's probably 5 months now, 5-6 months. She's pretty big. She's solid. Damn. So, they always say when musicians and artists are happy in their relationship, if they once were a certain way, you cater your music to that. Like Cinderella, I think is about Ella for sure. But it's that shouldn't be about her, but it is. But I feel like he captured the rough part of their relationship as well as how happy they are now in his music. It kind of did a twist and turn throughout it.
That's crazy, yo.
Right? I like heartbroken. I like heartbroken
I have to listen
artists.
to. I haven't sat down and listened to all of it though because there's just.
It's funny because the name is Artist.
Yeah, because the whole time I was going through, I was like, yo. My nigga A Boogie hit me with mad love. Love shit. It was a little bit different, but for those who actually got something to say, y'all should let us know how you guys perceived this song because that shit was it was a different take for A Boogie. I respect that shit.
It definitely was. I like it though. I could fuck with it.
Definitely.
I'm glad Reply is not on it. Yeah, 2.0.
The one thing I really fuck with A Boogie because he always experiments with new sounds and all that. Mm-hmm. I like 2.0, man.
I like it too. That's what I said. I was like, it's not amazing, but I do like it. I do because we get different vibes from him.
Yeah.
And but I will say Heartbroken A Boogie is.
That's why he influenced so many young rappers, especially coming out of New York with his sound. Mm-hmm. The one that pissed me off though was the joint that it's a Juice WRLD song. It's literally a Juice WRLD song, and he's not on it. And I'm like, damn.
I know,
like, what
break
if he
your
was
heart.
alive? Would he be on it? You know what I mean? At least on the hook, because it's Juice WRLD. It don't sound like him. It is Juice WRLD.
And we're always gonna have, we're gonna have those moments now, right?
OD.
You compare it.
No, it's gonna be mad annoying when we hear sound. We're like, yo, Pop Smoke with a Pop
Nick.
Smoke,
Like,
and then hear something with Juice WRLD. You're like, yo,
With a body bag.
oh my, and
Damn,
all
we
we can
can't.
do. That's all we can do now.
But that's the same thing though, even with MJ. Like, you know what I mean? We hear a lot of MJ and Chris Brown more now.
That's true.
Absolutely.
So it's great that they inspire, especially the young artists that are passing. Like, you're gonna live forever because everyone's gonna have some type of your sound. So you created something that's gonna live forever. Even if only your fans recognize it, it's recognized. It affected somebody, just like y'all are recognizing it, and maybe someone else didn't recognize it. Like,
Exactly.
that's amazing. It is. It's a blessing.
Did y'all
It's
listen
a
to
blessing and a curse, but
Did y'all listen to the first artist? Like his first project?
that's what I was saying.
Forgot the name of it.
It's literally called Artist.
It's called
All right, cool.
Artist. That's Heartbroken AB. That was my shit. I love
That nigga
his
though.
first shit.
Heartbroken niggas, heartbroken niggas make the best content.
Boogie really made a sound for New York.
Yes.
Like,
What the fuck
really
that
made a
is-
sound, just like Pop was making a sound. Like, it really is a sound for that shit.
Hey, we gotta put it out there. Protect our artists.
Hello, pun intended.
Yeah.
He somebody said, yo, A Boogie's like the Mary J. Blige for niggas. And I'm like,
Nah,
yo,
he is. He is.
fact.
Yo.
Big fucking fact. Because
Yeah,
A
nah,
Boogie put his
100%.
whole soul into that shit. Like
Word.
DTV.
When you sing it, you have to, bro.
the fuck, I'm supposed to fall in love with you.
Word.
Yo, he was going crazy.
I should have never even fought with you. Trust this stuff.
Yo, because you
That shit made
gotta,
me feel uncomfortable.
you gotta rap that shit the same way every time.
You have to, and you got to do it with your hands. You got to do the whole
Got to.
movement, like
Well, he
everything.
actually kicked everybody out the studio when he was recording. He's like, yo,
nah,
hold
I
on.
gotta do this.
This is me right now. No faces.
Fart bitches, fart bitches, fart bitches.
I'm like, yeah. He said,
Man.
now your toothbrush is my new Jordan cleaner.
Cleaner. I know what a 10 is. You not Serena.
Yeah,
You was supposed to be my dream girl.
Two-seater for you and me, Fever.
God,
Now you
man,
show
we
me not
sick
to
in the
trust
building,
bitches.
man.
Feel that shit right here
Hell
when you
yeah.
say that.
Hell yeah. One thing we not feeling though is this motherfucking Kim Kardashian shit that they doing, man. I don't know. For some reason I was scrolling, I seen it. What the fuck is
you have to
going
explain
on?
it for the listeners.
yeah,
'cause
that
nobody can
blew
see
my-
it.
Yo, I mean, not even to go off on a tangent though, but when I seen this shit, like, all right, so they got a molding of Kim Kardashian's ass.
High key, that's his screensaver. Anyway, that's how this conversation came apart.
Listen.
Because me and you was getting into it, and he looked down at his phone, and the shit was his screensaver.
I mean,
Let's see what you working
Look,
with.
I mean,
I'm not an advocate
Ass is
for
ass.
it, but yeah, exactly, ass is ass.
See, we making jokes, but you already know you in the nightlife all the time. You gonna be seeing
Oh,
women
I'ma
walking
she
do
gonna
that
be
shit.
wearing
that
this shit.
before.
Oh no, I ain't got that shit. I like natural bodies, baby.
But you know what's so crazy? Could you imagine the female underneath this is like a stick, like not the like
Nah,
talk
I'm
down
with
to
you.
somebody's
I don't
body,
see the
but
point of.
and then they
wearing
put jeans over that bitch.
They put jeans over that bitch, and they got a fat ass. Okay, so what he's trying to explain is
What
that's
is that,
Kim
hip fish?
Kardashian.
That's not catfish. That's hip
Is that
fish.
Kim Kardashian?
Fish. No,
I think it's
I
a
don't think
literal
that's Kim
mold of her. I think
Kardashian.
they said.
I think
This
that's the
is-
molding that they did, and now they
Okay,
kind of made it like
so
a open silicone.
What we're
maybe?
looking at is that someone made a mold of Kim Kardashian's ass and turned it into
An actual
wearable shorts, like
It's
wearable
literally
Bermuda
a wearable
shorts.
mold that you could take outside to
to be naked but not naked.
make your figure extra figured.
The selling point is when
Cappington.
you don't want to pay for that DR trip.
That's what I'm
New
saying. I'm
shapewear
telling you.
inspired by Kim Kardashian's ass. Shorty got a whole jean crop top on.
We gonna see some
I ain't gonna
women
hold
jean
outside.
thigh highs.
We gonna see a lot of women
She's
outside
Spanish,
that we know
for
their
sure.
bodies, and you're like, yo, number one, you don't have that body, and number two, I know you ain't take no trips. So what are you wearing? Right
Yeah,
now?
but you know what?
And is that-
I'm cultured, but reading the caption still got me kind of confused. Like,
Oh, it's cheaper to go
when you
over
want to pay for the DR trip,
when you
can y'all break that down for me?
what?
Like the whole purpose
It
is
says when
cheaper.
you got to read dyslexic. It's when you don't want.
When you don't, yeah, I am
you missed
slightly
the word.
dyslexic people. Fuck
But
you.
I was like, what? I just read something different.
So what is he talking about?
I was just like, so if you don't,
because when you travel out of the country, it's cheaper to do all these surgeries, but you can also it's high risk to die.
okay, see,
and
thank
shit.
you.
Yeah, like
because-
Colombia does it too with the teeth. You know who just got their teeth done?
Moneybag.
Moneybag. Them shits look nice.
But they look regular.
Yeah, they look regular, like
Where they're
regular
not-
teeth. They look like he whitened his regular teeth, but they're nice as fuck.
But I think they say
He
he
went
had to
to
go
Colombia.
abroad too. Yeah.
He went to Colombia, but
'Cause
he
that's-
dropped money on that.
Like
That's
Colombia is
different.
where they do like the real deal, you know, plastic surgery.
Yeah.
That's where they really like. We
They're more
had this
educated
conversation
and
before.
everything.
Like they remove like that bottom rib you don't need. They remove that whole shit to make like the
Your
waistline
waist
slimmer.
thinner.
That's insane, bro. Because that's really a cultural thing. Like
It is a culture
I have
thing,
a Colombian
especially
friend, and we were having this discussion before because you know he lived in Queens. And, you know, being in Queens, you see just Colombian women everywhere.
and all their
They
bodies
just get
are fake.
sculpted up, yeah.
All of them. Even here, all the Dominican and Colombian women that live like towards iDrive area. If you go on iDrive and you see a Spanish family, the moms look fire,
Sculpted up.
sculpted. Like they look. I mean, as fire as you can look with a fake body.
Yeah.
Like you know,
Listen,
there ain't no stomach for kids walking.
Well,
My
like
I be hearing
Colombians hit us up right now. Let's have this conversation.
why?
It's just the culture, man.
It is.
It's
I
the
mean,
culture.
DR too.
Yeah.
In DR, all the rich women have their bodies done.
Shit.
I heard some like most of the rich males down in Miami be getting their calves done.
Yeah, probably.
That
I
shit
mean,
is
I wouldn't. I'm sure that men do their abs too. There's an ab surgery.
Didn't they say Drake did his calves or something like that? Or Kanye? One of them.
Probably petty as hell. Imagine that shit.
Nigga, when
I see my
everything
boy
goes,
Drake in the
everything
gym, though.
ages, that calf looks strong still.
Well, Drake is the same as like an IG honey that got their body done. You have to work out in order
Yeah,
for it to look
I guess.
regular. I guess.
I guess.
Because he got
I
lipo
believe in
too,
him.
didn't he?
Did he get lipo? I ain't hear that.
Damn.
He went under the
Wait,
the
what?
scalpel.
Y'all remember this?
Nah, when he got lipo.
Remember who?
That's
was it,
money.
Was it who?
For you,
who
a
released
grown
this?
ass man to lay down in the bed.
One of these
Have the
rappers
fat
dropped
sucked out of
that.
them.
Dropped that fact. One of these
I
rappers.
got
I forgot who
lipo.
it
I
was.
wouldn't
Probably
tell
Pusha T.
nobody that I got lipo.
Probably Pusha T.
Yeah, but if you look in a certain way, they see you 2 weeks later, completely different. It's like, you didn't sit in the sauna for 2 weeks, my brother. There's some buffoonery going on here, man.
So talking about Drake, you said he's partnering with Caffeine for some rap battles or some shit.
Yeah, bro, he's bringing URL to Caffeine. I don't know, like, how that's going to work out because I didn't look at the specifics. Because I definitely know, like Drake pulled up to a couple URLs before, and he be talking about battle rap, but he struck a deal with them.
Wow.
So I don't know how like Smack gonna get money and all these battle rappers are gonna get money. But if you're a up and coming battle rapper, now's the time to get into URL because if you're getting some chicken, especially from like Caffeine and all that, and it's getting streamed everywhere, I would get my bread up. Shit.
Do you
He
think?
said, "Shit, get
Would
on
you
my-"
watch? Would you watch Drake like really battle rap if he actually?
Honestly,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
hell
of
yeah.
course.
He has lines. He has punchlines.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would
That
love to
shit
see him
would
get
be
murdered
lit.
by A-Verb or someone like that. Remember when Joe Budden pulled up? He thought he was gonna get.
You know, that's somebody else I kind of want to make music again, low key.
Who, Budden?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. I
See,
think
but
they
he's
sleep on him.
we're still talking about Drake. Like he really balled Drake up like three separate songs, but nobody gave him.
Any credibility. They're
it's
just
just
like, yo,
doing
this
facts.
nigga's looking for clout.
He's doing too much. But when you go back and you read or listen to what he's saying, like nobody Meek, nobody other than like Push, like got to him like that. And it's like Joey is a wordsmith, but he's probably getting more chicken doing the podcast shit now and being a media
Oh, of course.
personality.
I mean,
And it's
actually,
safer.
yeah. My boy listens to 2 R's and Joe Budden's, so that speaks volume.
Yeah, that's love, man.
Yeah,
That's
big
dope.
love, man.
But yeah, we'll see where that goes. I think it's interesting that Drake be like diving into, random shit that he doesn't
We
even
were
have to.
talking about that.
You know what I
Like
mean?
he doesn't. He's bored. He just wants to do what to do. He just wants to say, "Bitch, I could do it."
Yo, I'm gonna help
Like,
y'all out
that's-
real quick.
That's literally it.
Yeah, this man, bro, he's smart. He dabbles in everything.
Oh,
so
he's smart as hell.
he puts his money. He's multifaceted, man. This man knows.
I just
what
hope him and Weeknd make music again, man.
Hey, when that album drop, it might just have like a pop
Imagine.
track with some shit.
That'd be dope.
And didn't the baby just remix "Life Is Good"?
Did he?
Yeah, and was Lil Baby on there too? I think it's the Baby and someone else. I think Lil Baby may be on it too.
Carfax?
Carfax? Yeah, I don't think they like release it, but it was out on like SoundCloud or something like that. It may have leaked. But
that shit's on fire, bro. Anytime the baby's on any feature, bro, this nigga just chops that bitch up, bro. That nigga is nice. I gotta give him that, man.
always bring up that Under the Sun, man.
Untouched.
He schmiggity smoke that shit.
That whole everybody in the booth like, all right, but don't put this nigga on no more songs. We gotta give everybody else a bit of shine and some shit.
Shit, he about to be up out of here too. Like it's festival season, Coachella and all that. You already know his bread about to get up. Crazy festival season.
Oh, 100%. You know what sucks, man? Rolling Loud is with May, and Pop was gonna be out there.
Facts.
You know who should do his songs?
Who?
In my personal opinion, 50 Cent.
50?
Mm-hmm.
He showed him a lot of love in a recent interview. 50 showing Pop Smoke, that is.
Yeah, he told him he was like the next, like the younger him.
He was saying, he's like, yo, a lot of times, especially back then, like when we were coming up, there's a lot of rappers that popped off sounding like other rappers. Like Pop Smoke, he just happens to sound like me and 50. He's like, he's his own, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
artist.
word.
Like, he does his own thing.
That shit's crazy. So now, like,
Damn, I forgot 50 was like that nigga at one point.
that's sad.
Like, now he's on his business, his
Ventures
producer
and shit.
type of
Yeah.
vibes. He's a lot older, and then we know him as
He's on his
a Twitter
Diddy shit.
troll and on Instagram, and he's funny. But I forgot he really was like he got shot 9 times. Ain't nobody been as gangster as 50. 50 was really that gangster, and he really was that. He had hits.
I mean,
Like
50 was out there.
people was vibing with him for a while.
Do you think he can still get that same love if you drop something?
I mean, power.
he's to the point because like even like he has some joint called the Canard tape that dropped like a couple years ago. Like he'll drop and people will respect it, but
They're not
it
going
wouldn't be up there. You know what I mean?
Damn.
But he can still go. There's a couple features that he had last year, the year before, and he smoked them shits.
Word?
Yeah.
Yeah, see. I didn't play into the
Like,
culture.
Exactly. No,
Like,
I mean, he's
still
just not
go.
catching it. But
Damn.
What
trying to
happened, bro?
Yeah, no, it just sucks.
He's stressing.
Because once
Pop?
you like, well, that whole shit, but just like once you're a legend, and every time you try to keep, like, they think you're playing
T.I.
keep up.
I don't think
it's
it's to
like-
the point where they think you're playing keep up. It's just you had your time being that nigga. You know what I mean?
yeah, everyone
You just
has their
rebrand
time.
yourself, and you could be successful
And
in
you're
other
respected.
ventures, and you
Yeah.
can still drop and be nice.
Exactly.
And people gonna acknowledge you as that.
See, that's the thing with our generation. That's understandable. But the younger ones who now are learning about, well, maybe they had an idea of the people we grew up listening to, and whenever they drop something like, yo, these guys are trying to keep up with like our new, our new sound and shit.
Yeah.
So that's like me inviting their mindset to the table. And it's just kind of, it's weird. It's always a battle, I guess, being an artist. I would never know.
Yeah.
It's not my thing.
I think it depends on the artist and like what
It definitely
avenue they
does.
take. Because
I mean, look
Jay.
at Fab.
Jay,
Jay,
Perfect
Fab,
Idea.
all that. Like they literally
Rebrand themselves.
rebrand,
every
and
year.
they and they're still people to look out for.
And that's
But-
so funny because even in I forget which song it was, J. Cole said being stuck in between two generations.
I think it was Middle Child.
Middle child. All right, yeah. So that basically explains most of what I'm saying. It's just like really weird, like listening to Big Bro, but also being the little bro, listening to
Correct.
two different sounds, and then everybody else coming in like, "Yo, you're washed," or like, "Yo, I just discovered you. You're brand new." You know, it's just really weird, and that's just like, I guess one of the things people do artists really think about that, like
Yes.
longevity.
1000%. Hell
They
yeah.
think about it
Or
more than
they
we
just
do.
think
Well, you know
about
what,
like,
not-
oh, I'm hit right now.
I'm not going to say that because I feel like a lot of artists get lost in a moment just because they hot. They think they're hot for now. Like Jamie Foxx put it perfectly. He's like, yo, I had a career for like 10, 15 years before I got on slow jams with Kanye. And then, all that time did his work with comedy, movies and all that. He does his
Shows.
music shit. And then out of nowhere to this new generation, you the Kanye man. You know what I mean? They don't know nothing he did previously, but he just did this. So this is how people know you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that's just how the world works. Like, you it's up to you to keep yourself relevant in whatever you're doing so people know you and also know all the work you put in. You know what I mean?
Word.
Are you gonna be?
Because I'm going to keep it a stat.
Are you
Like,
gonna be? She said she wants some Marvin Gaye, some Luther Vandross, a little Anita. So definitely set this party off right.
You sound like Wild Thornberrys.
What's his name again?
I forget.
Donnie or something like that? I forget his name too. But yeah, shout out to everybody that rebrands himself throughout these days.
Or careers or adjust their career to fit, and they're still making income from it, which fed off of what they were doing before, i.e. producing now versus being on
Look
the
at Young
track.
Bird.
Bruh, that was good for him because he was only...
Hitmaker?
Who?
Hitmaker is Young Bird. Don't do that because Hitmaker got some hits. But no, he's way better as a producer. Way better.
Bro,
and that'll be that.
Like that collab, like it's him.
I didn't even know they were the same person. That's the crazy part.
Yeah,
like
for the
never
longest
knew
I
that.
didn't know either. But it's him, it's like Ayo and someone, I forget the other dude's name, but they just hit a fucking run where they just sampled mad 90s R&B music and it was fire. Know what I mean? The Jeremiah songs, Ty Dolla, all these people, and it's all good music, you know what I mean? That's how you rebrand yourself. He said, fuck all that shit from when I was, a rapper.
Trying to do it,
With the Transformer chain, I'm going to rebrand myself, focus on the music, and now I can imagine he's making way more bread now than what he did.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I think the
pop-off.
producers make more music than the artists would.
Because I see him like every week on something.
They own the track more, I believe.
There be songs,
there's a beat.
There be songs that you listen to all the time and I even realize it has that heat maker tag on it. You're like, oh shit, he did this one too? Like, damn.
I mean, shit. Since we're on the topic of that, Lovers and Friends. You seen that? That whole lineup?
I heard that it was the
Lovers
people.
and Friends Fest. Can you summarize it for us for anyone who doesn't know?
So, for those who don't know, Lovers and Friends is a festival that's happening May 9th in Los Angeles. So they got like Sounds by Soul Collection. They're gonna have Miss Lauryn Hill there, Usher, Ludacris, Lil Jon, TLC. Just kind of like a whole lot of hitters inside the music industry. T-Pain, Ja Rule, plus Fat Joe, Monica, and I don't know. I'm not too knowledgeable on it to keep it a stack with you. When I just seen it, I was like, yo, the lineup is pretty fire. But I'm thinking it's like, what? It's just a day dedicated to this?
Shells, who is not here right now, he sent it to us in the group chat, and we've all been talking about it, and the lineup already changed. And then it's only for one day, but it's a festival. In my mind, this is looking like a Fire Fest situation, like for sure. Snoop Dogg's name is on it though.
Nah, you know Snoop ain't gonna be in some whack ass shit.
Snoop Dogg presents, but I don't know if that's Snoop Dogg or like a different somebody, like a promotion company that's going by like Snoop Dogg. And then there's Golden Voice and Bobby D, which I've never heard of any of these promoters, not discrediting them, but it just looks like a bunch of bullshit. There's like it sounds too good to be true, basically. And for one day, I don't know. Yeah, all these artists in one day, how long? All these artists and all of them are worth a watch. Put it that way. All these artists, are worth going to see them perform and listening to their music. They got mad like
Megan Thee Stallion.
They got Drew Hill. Next 112, like I would go see 112. Mario, like these people had hits.
Ooh,
back exactly. Amiri, Mike Jones, like these people had hits that and Frankie J. These are all different people that you would want to see perform because it's like, oh my god, I haven't heard them in forever. It's gonna be nostalgic to hear it, even if you were younger at that time. Regardless, it'll sell. But it's one day with like 20-30 person lineup, and not all of them. I mean, some of them do fit each other, and of course, like Baby Bash and Frankie J can like go on together. But it's kind of like it's just random. It's all random. What you got New York in here. You have
a little
Southern,
bit of ATL.
Yeah, you got a little bit of ATL. You got a little bit of honestly everything. Houston. Like,
so it's a good
it's a good mesh, but it needs to be a weekend long if it's going to be that. Like
for a day to see.
This what 1, 2, 3.
And they already said $20 down
6,
to be able to go.
8,
like, damn.
9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. 35 artists. You tell me 35 artists are going to perform in one day?
Yeah, nah, this is looking kind of fire.
It's looking very Fire Fest. And I didn't hear about none. I didn't see none of them put this artwork out.
Word. I have not seen one post about it.
Not one post. So I think people are just gassing and trying to get some money.
Could you imagine?
So no, I can't imagine. I mean, it happened.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
So
I don't know.
That's
I mean,
crazy.
hey,
We
if
should
you
look
in
into
LA,
the artist's schedule and see if they're booked somewhere on that day. What's the date?
It's gonna be on what is it, May 9th? Is that weird? Because Rolling Loud's happening ironically around the same. What the fuck are they doing?
Bruh.
What are they doing?
I think they're trying to compete with.
No, there's no competing with Rolling Loud. I'm sorry.
Oh, there's always a way to compete with any festival. I would disagree on that. There's always a way to compete. There's always
I'm not saying that you can't
matter.
compete. The fact that you are competing in anything.
And those names,
fact,
you don't think that? Let's pull some names out that probably are going to be at Rolling Loud. Sweetie, for sure.
You
Who
think
else is it?
Meg?
Meg for sure. Meg, Sweetie, those are two big names that are probably gonna be at Rolling Loud, regardless. So the rest of them is kind of like give or take.
But the rest of them are like really old headish.
Yeah. Well, Summer could be there too.
Summer,
which is not really her genre, but they might switch it up. So you never know.
But the thing is, like,
it's a bunch of it's.
But you would definitely pick Rolling Loud before you would pick Lovers and Friends.
Yeah, because
correct?
it's more. It depends, though. I'd have to see the Rolling Loud lineup versus this one to see what I would rather go to.
Here's the thing: this is a one-day event. If they can't stretch it, the thing is, it is cheaper. But the thing is, you're gonna be in Rolling Loud for what, 3 days, 4 days, maybe. 3 days. You have everyone you want to see. Boom. The next day, you get up. The festival is happening again. More artists.
If some people have jobs and things, maybe that I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, there's so many factors that could go. I mean, even though Rolling Loud is what. Friday, Saturday, Sunday?
Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And Uzi's opening up, Sunday, I think? I'm not,
so
I gotta look at it.
It's gonna be dumb. They extended it to the third day because it used to be 2 days.
Yeah.
But, I mean, you never know.
Couldn't even get a B&B. Like, it was.
Yeah, Miami was crazy.
We had just got it, like, last week. And the price for it was, what, $900? $900? It went up to, like.
$1,900?
1900.
I'm like, damn, you saying that you fucking dyslexic.
Listen, fuck out of here,
motherfucker.
Yeah, you could extension.
Okay, well at least I can read.
Hey, it still matters if you pronounce it. But nah, it's it went up to like $2,000 and some change. I was like, fuck. But everybody's just buying it out. So, in my opinion,
like you got to get what you got to get.
Of course. But I mean, it's like what, 20 of us.
Oh, really?
It's 20 of us.
Damn, how big is the house?
Yeah, it's pretty big.
Oh, okay. Then it's 20 of y'all splitting that. Then it's.
But the thing is, it's not enough rooms. That's the thing. So we got a few air mattresses in the tent.
You're gonna split evenly though?
Oh yeah, no, it's distributed evenly. Like we told everybody in the chat not to like put our business out there, but we were like, yo, once you put money in, it's money in. Like you can't take your money out because 2 people got to take the hit on their card to buy it initially. So we're paying them.
Yeah, technically,
our
you're
difference,
right.
Yeah. So if
I was just saying like a difference in not pulling out necessarily, but like if I'm sleeping on an air mattress and you sleeping in a bed, we shouldn't pay the same price to stay nowhere. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Comfortability, availability. But the thing is, like, it depends how close y'all are as friends.
That's the thing. Yeah.
Some people, it's like
some are driving.
Okay.
I'm driving, so I'm gonna get a lot of lenience with certain things, and other people who are the providers on other ends for like let's
food,
say the
liquor. Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. You just okay.
Yeah. So damn you. I mean, you should probably try and shoot out there. Just a weekend vibe.
Yeah, I can't go. I can only go Saturday, Sunday. I wouldn't be able to go Friday. So
that's fine. I mean, shoot out Friday afternoon. You got the B&B. You could pull up.
I know. I need to figure my life out of what I can and can't do first.
Hey, for all y'all, man, y'all should be safe out there because, you know, I just seen a story that was kind of crazy. A friend was looking for his buddy that I guess he was rolling, but the connotation of rolling is like you're on ecstasy and, you know, everything feels good. You're just like touching, eyes rolling everywhere, blah, blah, blah. And I don't know if this was Okie or Okeechobee, but he got kicked out of the whole
festival?
event. Yeah, the festival. And the people who kicked him out, not knowing that most of the people in there are inebriated. They're under some kind of strong influence. And
drugs.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're going to kick him out. And so Dude sent he put out a thing like, hey, help me find my friend. I can't find him. It's been a week.
That's the worst.
And they found him in a ditch or somewhere, just dead. I guess he was like
off the shit.
Yeah, he was just
he needed water or something. Probably,
yeah, just died because nobody was paying too much attention to the factors of what's going on. And so like what I mean to say this is like when people go out in groups, if you're gonna indulge in certain things, like you need a buddy. You need somebody.
It's a buddy system. I used to go to all the EDM festivals and the concerts. I was super into it, and we would lose people in the festivals, and we would have to. It's scary as fuck because everyone was either drunk and high or on drugs. So it was like it's hard. We started setting up a buddy system where we made sure we had an even amount, and if we didn't have an even amount, it'd be three. It would be two, and three.
Two, and three.
Like everyone would do that because we're females. I would go.
That's
Keep
scary.
in mind, like that's super scary. Keep in mind, we are females, half naked, dancing around where everyone's on drugs. So even somebody on drugs can do something to you and not even be themselves. So yeah, we started doing the buddy system. Shortly after spring weekend, I went to spring weekend, and my homegirl knocked on the door of a hotel with a stranger. That he was nice though, but I'm like
on the
showered
outside, right?
And no, he was nice.
He was?
Like the whole
Okay,
time. Yeah,
okay.
he was really cool actually. But I didn't know that. I didn't know, and I was like the mom of the group, so I was already showered and in the hotel room. It was late. I wasn't gonna do like the after party because we partied all day long. We still had another day to go, so it was just like too much. She came knocking. Her whole entire like face was full of sand. Her hair was messed up. Her makeup was dripping. All this shit, and I literally was like, "Oh my God, are you okay? Like, what's going on? Did someone rape?" My first instinct was rape because she looked like she got her ass whooped. Really, she was drunk and passed out on the beach, and they found her.
Oh man!
So they found her, and they were like, "Oh no, she's good." And of course, it's laughing because now she's okay. Like we know it's
yeah, it's a
she was
joking
okay.
matter only because now she's in your presence.
It's like
fine, but
yeah, whatever. But the dude had found her, and they ended up like kicking it off after that. But I was really scared, and she got mad at me for being scared. But I'm sure now, looking back, her being older would be like, "Oh shit happens." Especially we've had all these cases in between that time of these festivals, people passing off of drugs and off of people kidnapping them, rape cases, even that whole Uber outburst when all the rapes were happening in the Ubers.
Yeah, I heard of it.
So
Yeah,
like
that shit was
even
wild.
things like that, like it's crazy. The world is crazy, especially in any type of festivals and all that. So if you are planning on going to any festivals, any concerts, any events, and you're going to be under the influence of anything, alcohol, weed, all that extra drugs, all that shit, or even in a big group, stay with at least one person and keep constant communication. There's so many apps like Find My Friends and all this extra shit that you can avoid the whole losing your friend and going through the stress or even the heartbreak of finding out your friend passed.
So y'all just gotta find a place where y'all always meet up. Always set a
Yes,
little milestone.
there's like a bar meetup and shit like that.
You'd be like, yo, if you're lost, go right here. Do not move. Stay there.
And just stay here, and we all link here before the
anything.
concert's over. Yeah, exactly. Even the fair, I was trying to find my homegirls. I literally went to the fair with two of my homegirls and my homegirl's daughter. So we went to the fair. I could not find them for the life of me. The Florida State Fair. It was huge. There was like 3 of the same rides, and I'm just speed walking everywhere. There was people catcalling and bothering me. And I'm like, we're in a fair full of kids, all this. Like, leave me alone. Obviously, I'm lost, and I did not like to look lost. Like,
yeah,
it's
so
horrible.
funny.
I hate looking lost.
I'm not a fan of the fair.
Y'all know I love the fair.
I don't never go.
Really,
I never
you
even
should.
know when it happens.
It's random, but you got to catch the random promotions and stuff for it.
Okay.
But definitely, like at least go once.
At least.
And
go
if you
once.
don't go once, then wait till you have kids and take your kids. Let your kids experience that awesome fair life.
Experience. Oh, I just heard
the
that.
fair?
He ain't never been to the fair. No type of like.
I have been one time, and I was just like, yo, this.
Have you been to any other similar?
No, that means you haven't been to the fair. If you say, because everybody have a good time at the fair.
The only thing is like, whenever I go, I don't fuck with rides.
You don't have
trust
to.
that
There's
shit.
games.
But the
all this
food I heard is always like on point.
There's
like
always
greasy,
different food.
fried
Yeah, greasy.
shit.
Go high.
I'm a big
I don't support drugs.
I'm a big fan of people watching at fairs. Like seeing different, because you get a whole like meld of people who come to the fair. Everybody come together just to have fun. So just people watching, looking around.
It's
like,
a good vibe. Mm-hmm.
I think that's what I end up doing to keep it a stack. I just
a lot of people don't like rides.
Yeah, I suck. That's why I don't go to no theme parks and shit.
I suck?
Yeah, pause. So I just be going to theme
like that.
Yeah, but I be going to theme parks with people and they be having fun and shit. They're like, yo, we going on the Hulk, all this, and I'm just that one nigga, bro. Just sitting there.
Why don't you like rides?
Nah, bro. I got a fear of heights, bro. That's why I can't fly. That's why I drove to New York.
That's why you don't fuck with me, because I'm tall?
Yo, fuck all
You have a fear of heights? You know,
yeah, I got
you
a fear
can't
of
live
heights.
your life in fear. You gotta,
That's the thing. But I mean, I slowly, like, my cousin kind of like, took me out of that little shell in a sense. He put me on all these
That's good.
fucking rides. I was just like, you know how they take the pictures? He caught me looking crazy.
You know what we gonna do?
Nah.
What's the shit? The Orlando Eye?
Nah.
It's mad slow. You just in it. You just go
that's
high.
the worst.
Nah, you're
That is the
crazy.
worst.
See, she's saying that's the worst. And she be
I think
going
that's
on.
the worst experience to put somebody on that's afraid of heights
Yeah, I won't-
necessarily there, because
Why? We gonna be playing spades and all that on the thing. You gonna be all right.
I mean, we could
What kind of
try it
drugs
if
you
you really
giving me?
want to, but it's,
What kind of drugs y'all giving me?
let me tell you
Euphoria.
something. I'm not necessarily like, I'm somewhat afraid of heights, but not really, because I mean, I've ridden almost every size ride that you can think of. I got on the ride, but you know what I mean, like roller coasters. I've been on a lot of I'm very adventurous,
we
so
know
even
that.
you know, like even if I'm scared, I'm gonna do it just because that's just in my character. I've been skydiving, everything, and that's like the scariest.
See,
I'm a thrill ride person.
But
yeah, I don't think about
went
skydiving.
to
I don't think I'm there.
when I went to Vegas, we went into there, like it's like the Eye, but I forgot what it was called. The whole entire ball is glass. I was having a low-key heart attack the whole time because I could see everything and I was getting scared. I was like, oh my God, we're up here and we're going so slow. Like, I mean, it was an amazing experience. The views were unmatchable. If I wouldn't have gotten in there, I would have never had that experience. So I'm grateful for, you know, wanting to be that adventurous, but I definitely would have to have a couple shots before doing it.
Yo,
again.
there's a ride.
I could do the Eye, though. The Eye is like a baby
I could be
compared
wrong.
to
I don't know if it's a skyscraper, but it's on a tall ass building. The ride's on the
Skyview,
roof.
I think this shit's called.
It takes you, like, not only does it take you up, it also takes you like out like this, like a claw.
Do you spin?
And it spins you around.
Yeah, the
so there's
dinner,
nothing, nothing under you. I
How
don't know.
expensive do
What
you
kind
think
of
that
shit?
is?
See, why do y'all want to go on shit like
Because
that?
it's a once in a lifetime experience. You don't do that
alright,
shit every week.
Here's my thing.
Unless
you know,
you're dumb
humans
rich.
are made for error, right? Humans are
true.
errored individuals, and when they build shit,
fact.
there are errors. And me being that one individual that always seems to cling on
Well,
to
what
the
is
weird
our-
errors with shit. I can't get on planes because I see niggas landing planes in Hudson Rivers and shit.
It was safe in Hudson River, though. They were safe.
But
But
the thing
look.
is, that thing is made for the sky. What the fuck is it doing in the water?
Yes, I get that, but what have we been pitching through all these heartbreaking stories of people passing? Do what you want to do. Like,
Can't
don't
live
miss
behind
out.
fear, my brother.
Yes, exactly.
see,
That's
here's
my
the funny
point. Don't
thing.
live behind fear
Yeah.
and take a risk and experience life, because you're not gonna get it back.
You fuck around, take our advice, and Lord forbid. You know what I mean? Like, you gonna be, I done told y'all.
Yeah,
Okay,
nigga,
and you
I
fuck around
will
and take
be
our advice, and
happily
you might be
waiting on y'all
happier.
niggas.
So you're never
this.
gonna go overseas.
No, the thing is, I want to. I'm not saying like I'm gonna really put. I was supposed to go to Bahrain the end of this year, but you know, Trump and all them niggas done fucked everything up. So I ain't leaving.
It's Trump's fault.
It's all Trump's fault.
Yeah,
He
it
said,
really
thank you, Trump.
is.
I don't got to go on the airplane.
Not only that, coronavirus hitting. You know, people playing around and dabbling with shit they're not supposed to. Now it's
Fact.
like really, you know, it's the fucking blow. That's what it is. It just sucks. But I'm slowly getting over the height issue. But
We gonna get there, bro. One thing at a time.
Still.
That's interesting. I didn't know that about you.
what? I didn't tell you. I fell.
No, I think I could
did.
have sworn he brought this up before,
because I was saying I was on
always talk
on
about
the roof of a house and lost my balance, and it just like gravity
I
feeling,
don't remember
and
that.
I was just like falling, and I'm like, yo, never do I want that. So G-force, all that shit, leaving the ground.
So like changing a light bulb is quiet.
No, I could. I mean, I had this fucking guy.
You know, one
Like right
thing
there,
that
that's-
scares
Nah,
me,
that's straight. I'm good, but
the slingshot.
Oh yeah, I'm not doing that.
It scares me. No, it's here. It's in Orlando.
Oh, it's here.
They
Yeah,
cut- they
it's in
fucking-
Fun Spot.
When you hold on to this and
Yeah, and they fucking
no.
slingshot you in the air. That
My
is
nigga.
honestly, I've seen people pass out
I'm
on
not
that
coming
thing.
back.
I've seen videos.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I tried to do it 3 different times, and each time it rained, or some reason
See?
I had to turn around.
That's the Lord.
Or I couldn't. Exactly. That's
the
what I
Lord.
said. I
That's
said,
the
the
Lord.
Lord is telling me that's not the move for you, sis. You did a lot.
He's like, you get on that, it'll shoot you one way.
That's it. This fucking Final Destination
Word.
and this shit. That's all I can think of. I don't know why. That is one thing that really does scare me. Also, I traveled a lot overseas, and I try to do the whole.
That's what you have to. That's dope.
Thank you. Jumping off of waterfalls and like caves, like into the. I can't do it. I don't know why. I cannot
I think
do
I would
it.
do that rather
Every
than
single time.
jump on
I
a
feel like
fucking plane.
I'm. Yeah, but I don't know. I feel a little bit more
weird.
safety.
It's different, right?
It's different. It's different. And
She afraid to
it's
hit a rock.
crazy. Yes.
Yeah,
that's
I don't
about
want
it.
to. I don't want to die in agony. And I mean, I know any
no,
of
it'll
the
be quick.
situations that I have gone, or maybe I break my leg and I don't die and I
Ooh,
just
nah.
drown. Or I break my
And then
leg
the
and I
shark comes
drown.
and eat you up. You gonna
Exactly.
be right.
God.
Nah, that's one thing that scares me, and I don't know why. It's like I'm fearless, but I'm fearful.
Well, yeah, I like
Always
that.
be
It makes
fearful.
no like.
I like that.
Always be
don't
fearful.
know.
You know what? That means, to close this out, we're gonna do a family trip to Universal or
Yes!
Disney. That's what
Let's
we'll do.
get it.
And
Oh my
Jay,
God!
you
Can we
going
do
on rides.
Disney? I
Y'all will
haven't been
find
to
me at
Disney in
Bob Marley's.
forever.
While all
Alright, we
these
should do
motherfuckers
a-
are doing rides.
You know what? We should do a live when we're at Disney. And
Yo,
record-
you know they have a
vlog.
they have a broadcast studio there. I want to see how we can get into that
perfect.
shit,
Oh, you just
if
say,
possible.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
But
That's
thank
what
you
I'm saying.
guys for listening to episode 101. Disney
101.
trip on the way.
Oh,
Maybe
101
not next.
Dalmatians.
101
Disney?
Dalmatians. It's a sign. It's a sign. But catch us on 102 next week.
Hello. We're gonna holla at y'all.
We out.